Hello and welcome to Gumbo's Flying Circus. I'm Gumbo and I hope my audio is a little bit better this evening than it was yesterday, so obviously reset everything so it should be okay now. So welcome to our first F14 mission, which is part of the Cold War campaign, and I'm going for an oil refinery. So we've got a backseater as well with me today, so I'll post a link up for anyone that wants multi-streaming. With Sabre in the back, and yeah, so it should be pretty awesome. We're going to have a briefing, and we're going to apparently it's milsim, probably more a bit serious than normal, but yeah, so we'll be with you in just shortly, so sit back, relax, and we'll get going as soon as we're ready. Oh, hey Havoc, how's it going? Yeah, you know that, the best pilot ever. I'm so milsim, it's disgusting. Because I don't do training sim, I don't follow the manual to the letter, I just get in and do war. Should be a good mission tonight. F14s with Rios. Dodging S300s, dodging SA6s, bombing a refinery with 2 Tomcat flights, an F18 flight doing seed. No Harriers tonight. We're starting on the fleet, ending on the fleet by the looks of it. And the Hornets are doing seeds, so they're looking at getting those SAM sites for us. Very own Chuck Yeager, yeah. Oh. Too many jealous people out there, isn't there? But we're all pumped, really looking forward to this. So yeah, first real mission. Should be fun to see how this goes. Hope everyone's had a good day. It's been nice and sunny here, south of the UK. Nice and warm, 18 degrees. Lovely day.
on day 2, which was yesterday, basically, and have kicked a hornet's nest, as it were. The Russians have come alive. They didn't really want to, but they have. And as we remember, a small tactical nuke has been dropped, and this has opened up the international community. Full-on war is not happening, but privateers, what are we? Not merchandise, PMCs, mercenaries, there we go, are being hired.
Companies, yes.
Roger, are being hired to do things, and we've just been called in after that nukes happened, and we've got just our small part of this war, inverted quotes, on the edge of Russia. It's more complicated than that geopolitically, but we don't need to know that. We're just pilots. We just got a job to do. So, here's the orders. Take off, and we'll decide how we're going to organise our groups shortly. Follow the waypoints. Now, I'm aware that you may decide that a better way will be following the, not following the waypoints, but that's not how I designed the mission. So I'd appreciate if we did go as I designed the mission. And the reason I've done that is to keep the mission small, so it's not going to be CPU intensive, blah, blah, blah. So follow the waypoints, and, well, there you go. 2 is to attack the SA-6 sites, a bit similar to how I had in my story. So that's obviously going to require FA-18C Hornets and Harms, right? I'm pretty sure we can agree with that. That's going to be the tool for the job there. Note, I haven't said attack the S-300s because I don't think we're going to have the manpower, the time, the ability, just anything to take those S-300s. So we're going to get through them by navigation, okay? The actual mission is for the strike guys to bomb a refinery. Don't know what kind of refinery it is. That's above our pay grade. We just know it's a refinery. 4, RTB via the waypoints before 10-minute QRA. That 10-minute QRA starts as soon as we attack something, as soon as we're spotted. And that's going to depend how well we fly. Nap of the Earth shit. A timer starts, 600 seconds goes. Because I'm simulating what I consider a realistic time from 80 miles away for a QRA Sukhoi response to be. After 10 minutes, they will come, and that's it. That's the Russian military after us then. So, we can't fight that again. Obviously, it's end of the mission stuff. So we've got to get that mission done before 10 minutes, before those Sukhois come in, frontline fighters come in and wipe us out. Okay, so that is the mission orders. Remarks. So here's the difference between what I would consider a milsim mission, and I don't mean, when I say milsim, I don't mean super autistic, I mean our version of a milsim, is that we're going to have extra remarks. So as well as doing our job, I've told you the job to do, I'm going to add some stipulations, and I'm pretty sure this is how they do it. Well, I know, because me and Simon will talk about how would a CEO actually plan a real mission, this one in fact. So we're going to have a 500-foot soft ceiling. This means that all travel except combat, so except dodging SAMs, if they fired on you, except mitigating circumstances, except fighting SU27s, anything else is a 500-foot AGL ceiling. Can anyone tell me why that is?
So we don't get detected by the S-300?
Yep. In a normal mission, the first thing we'd do is take off from our fleets, jump up to 2,000, 20,000 feet to get some nice visual shots, and it looks great, but of course, in reality, that would just alert the EWR, wouldn't it? And those Sukhois will come bashing over and just kill us immediately. So, milsim, it's nap of the Earth shit. That is how this mission, in theory, should be done, I've been told. When I say 500 feet, that's max. I'm planning to go 150 feet. Next, 2, nav fixed point. Right. So, here's where it really changes. So our Simon Says, who's been the real Robinson, he's been in the RAF for 30 years, he says the real bad guys, the bad guys in our missions are 90% flanker drivers set to hard difficulty firing ER missiles at you. And that's the bad guy we usually fight. If it's not, then it's a massive S-300 site or something, okay? All exciting and sexy, but not realistic. 95% of real missions, even in a real AO, is not those things. It's your ability to know where you are. In reality, in the 80s and 90s, and that's when the kind of time that we fly these serious missions, before pre-SatNav basically, the hardest thing of every mission was knowing where you are. Finding the target, finding your way to the target, for staying on tracks, for finding your way home. You didn't have an F10 button to press. You couldn't just, do what we do, get lost, press F10. Oh, there's our buddies. Let's go and find them again. They were having to keep an eye on each other. And if you took your eye off of your wingman and lost him, you're fucked. And so that's how we're going to do it, basically. Hopefully some proper flying. If you decide to take your eye off the screen to go and make your cup of tea, then end of mission for you, basically. So there, because of that, we're going to have to rely on our INS. As we know, in all of the aircraft we're going to be flying today, the INS degradation is modelled. The F14 is modelled, the Hornet is modelled, the Mirage is modelled. And what that means, for anyone that doesn't know, is as we fly these planes, they had 1980s, 1990s INS systems that every time you turned a corner and add some G into the aircraft, it degraded your inertial system, and it got less and less accurate until it would be miles out. And Simon says in reality, in real missions, even after half an hour, you're at least 2 miles out. That's a long way if you're trying to find a target and not bomb kids in a school. So it's something we actually have to take seriously now, because I'm not going to put a big mark on the map for where the bad guys are. You've got to find it with your INS system. If you've let it degrade by turning too tightly or not refixing it, then you're screwed. It's your mission over. That's realism, okay? So I've given you a fixed point. We'll talk about this fixed point first of all. I've given it to you in northern eastern coordinates. It's the Rio's job to enter that into your Tomcat as a fixed point. If we scroll down to slide number 2, you can see the fixed point. It is 2 miles west of our blue waypoint track line, assuming that you haven't degraded too much by then. It's that 6-sided building. In the very center is your fixed point. Some of you probably don't know how to do a fixed point. In that case, just stick with your team captain. You don't even need to navigate as long as you stick with your team captain. You know what I mean? The wing, the flight lead. But the flight leads need to know this shit. I'm sure Tebra does. I'm sure Stahl knows all this stuff. So that's how we're going to do that, okay? We're only going to use the fixed point if we decide that our delta is out, if our nav has degraded. Either hot or cold, okay? Next is our defended point. This is something in for the Tomcats, but the F-18s, maybe you could want to put it in as well. I'm not going to use it really in its proper context. In the real Tomcat, it's used for a point that is to be defended. And the reason why you have it is you can select it on your INS selector. The Rio can select it. It's like a quick, if the shit hits the fan and baddies just attacking, you haven't got time to get sorted things out. All you do on your INS steering selector is to whack it to manual, and that'll automatically guide your pilot, override everything, and guide your pilot to the defended point. It'll get them to the fight. Again, there's no F10. How are you going to know where the baddies are? No idea. This is why we have to have defended point. Oh, I should say, we know where the flankers are coming from. They come from northeast. I forgot to draw a big arrow on there. That's why the defended point is there. So, Rios, your job again, and to do it right, is to put your defending points in case we meet contact. Today's job is to avoid contact at all costs, because we will lose, I can tell you that. But just in case, you've got to help your buddy out. That is your defending point. Okay? Sorry, my voice is dying. Next, no collateral. Milsim. No putting bombs roughly in the area like Cap would normally do and killing a bunch of school children. Can't do that anymore. Assuming our INS is not degraded and we can get to the target properly, fingers crossed, even that, like Simon says, is a fucking genius job just to get that far. We have to plan the strike right, and the strike is going to happen as I say it now. Again, remember, we're not allowed to do much planning as pilots. We get told what to do by COs. All we get is a little bit of wiggle room, okay? So we will be going from our track line to waypoint 3. You can see where the waypoints are. Obviously, 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there. You can see that. 3 is on the target. You will enter the target. So you cannot rely on your waypoint 3 being on that target, because gyro systems just aren't accurate enough. It could be 2 miles away. Very possible it'll be 2 miles away by the time we get there. And you guys have all seen this in missions we've done before. So we have to have a visual reference for our ingress and our egress to ensure accuracy, to ensure we don't go and bomb an industrial site by accident. We have a comms tower just 100 meters west of our ideal track line, our waypoint track line. It is a red and white comms tower. We'll all enter via that ingress point. We'll fly over or beside that tower, and that allows us to memorize this map as we're going in, and therefore we'll know geographically and optically where that refinery is, and then we don't rely on our INS, which probably won't be accurate enough, okay? So we're going to go in via the red, and we'll probably be all split up by then. You know, the shit will have hit the fan by then. So memorize that tower there, write it on a notebook, get it all in quick reference so you can quickly look at it. Way out. Once we've dropped our bombs, I calculate, depending how we're going to do this, we're probably going to have about 4 minutes, maybe less, to drop these bombs and get out. you're going to go via the bridge. The bridge is your egress. You're going to be disorientated. You're going to be decalibrated after this. Flankers may be coming in. Just see that bridge and then south and then waypoint 2. Good excellent communication required from the rear at this point. Next, the target. We're going to be bombing the target with bombs of your choice. I'm not going to tell you what bombs to use. You bomb what you want to use. You could even take lanterns if you want, but this is not designed for GBUs. This is designed for ripple bombing, okay? So I wouldn't not suggest GBUs unless you really want them. You haven't got time for it, okay? Next Wednesday will be GBUs. Target, I've made this one an easy one for us because it's our first attempt at a realistic mission. It's 2,000 feet from anything civilian. So we've got a massive margin for error here, but still, let's try and get all of our bombs on target, even in the chaos, okay? And I've made it a real typical kind of Bond-esque type bad base. You know, it's really easy to see, really easy to bomb. No defenses other than the SA6s as shown. And next time, again, I won't actually be showing the SA6s. I'll keep them secret. Okay, so that's that. Sorry for the long time it takes, but we need extra time to go through it. Next is issuing a acceleration of 6G soft limit. So that means, again, anything other than combat, dodging missiles or fighting flankers, is we have a 6G limit. Can anyone tell me why that is?
So we don't damage our INS?
That's exactly right. So we don't decalibrate our INS. Whatever we do, when Tail goes and do those big fancy 9G rolls in formation, what he's actually doing is destroying his INS. Usually it doesn't matter. We don't use it. Now it does matter. Now it's the difference between success and failure because all this shit's modeled. Okay? So that is your remarks for the pilots, remarks for the Rios. Same thing, obviously, in F18, suck it up. The actual mission. Respawns if you disconnect, obviously. Respawns if you do a formation collision. I don't want to punish people for flying for formations. I want to promote it. Dispensations, stuff we're allowed to do as Reapers. It's not milsim, but what we're allowed to do. We're allowed to do sexy formations in over the water here. I will not penalize you. There will be no surprises. Feel free to relax and do formation within my remarks. Initial takeoff respawn. We're rusty. We haven't flown for 3 weeks. Some of you might crash when you're taking off. I know it's stupid. It happens. Everyone wants a good flight. You are allowed to take off in this case if you crash on takeoff. Third condition, I forgot to say there is... I forgot it. Something along those lines. It may rear its head. We'll see. Radios, we'll do. We've got a realistic radio system anyway. Guard and flight freaks. Try and keep guard clean. Because in case we get in air combat, I don't even tell you guys, you all know exactly what to do. Takeoffs, chaps. No, it's not necessarily realistic, but I want to make a movie at the end of the day for the viewers. I'd like to, once we've agreed our takeoff timings, I would like to set the camera up on your carrier and then call you. So I've got the camera in place. Then you guys all take off, all 4 of you nicely. Then when the next guy's going to take off, I'll set the camera up just so we can capture it, rather than going off one by one. Okay? Send.
Are the waypoints preloaded for the Tomcats?
I was actually going to ask you. I've never tried this in multiplayer. What I can say is they are all in the mission editor put in properly, apart from the nav fixed point and the defended point.
Okay, that's fine.
F-18s, right?
Yeah, so it will just show up in the F-18s. Now, the Tomcats, I don't know with a human rear whether it'll automatically load. I haven't tested that out.
They're all in the kneeboard if they don't load.
Yeah, they'll all be in there, so absolutely fine. So it's all piece of cake, all set and ready for it.
Cap, I have a more interesting question.
Send.
Do we have offset information for the visual red comms tower and the refine?
My apologies, I forgot to do that. I didn't think we'd need that. The answer is no. I can do that for next mission, though, but I don't want to stall anymore for this one.
Question, Cap.
Send.
The def point.
Yep, defended point.
Yeah. Is it 80 or 08?
I was hoping I copied that verbatim out of the mission editor. So does someone know the answer to that? Because I don't know the answer to that. I think it's 08 because it only goes up to 60, doesn't it? But,
yeah, that should be either 08 or 0.8.
Roger. Okay, and the Hornets, they'll take harms and try to take out the SA6 in our path to the refinery, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, sorry, I got carried away. We're going to take off from the fleet, right? We're going to go on the deck to waypoint 1, and then we're going to go to waypoint 2, which is going to follow a ravine. It's not a big ravine. It's like 30 feet high. So we're going to have to dodge those SA-300s. There's no point of trying to take them out with, what, four bloody F-18s. It's just, it just won't happen. So we're going to go super low to waypoint 2. Some of us might get shot down. That's just how it is. And then super low as well to waypoint 3. And we can't... Sweet. Fix that, guys. We can't dodge those SA-6s. We have to go through them. And the SA-6s have to be taken out by harms. I wouldn't shoot any Sweet. I wouldn't shoot any harms at S-300s because they'll just gobble them up. I've given them infinite SAMs, basically. Or near enough. And you won't do any harms to them.
So should we take out all the SA-6s?
Yes. Your job today is to probably, we'll agree, you guys go a couple of minutes ahead, following the path exactly as I've shown on the nap of the Earth, and then take those SA-6s. Unless anyone's got a better idea, my only stipulation is we do follow the path because that's how I designed the mission. So my idea, I'll tell you my idea, and then you guys can pick it apart and do whatever you want. My idea is that we send the SEAD off first, SEAD off first, that is the FA-18s. They follow the route, dodge the S-300s, and we're going fast here, guys. We're not dilly-dallying around here. We're going mill power stuff. And then they complete the obstacle course, they get to the SA-6s and unload your harms on those SA-6s. Kill them, then loiter, probably at the refinery, and help guide people in and protect from Sukhois. 2 minutes after you've left, I suggest sending the strikeout. We'll go as a squad separated by 30 seconds, sorry, 2 flights separated by 30 seconds. All we've got to do is snap of the Earth, follow that route, bomb the target, and then follow the waypoints back. That's my idea. What do you guys think?
I hope we have the fuel for it.
Yeah, seems pretty reasonable.
Good point. Actually, I didn't show how far this is. This is actually far. This is 70 miles, 50 miles, 90 miles, times 2. That is 300 and something. It's a long way on mill power or whatever we need to do. So take bags or whatever you need.
Just a question. After striking the F14s, we should just bugger up.
Yeah, there's no point firing Phoenixes as flankers. They will just keep coming to simulate a real response. Unless you literally need to save your skin and you need to fire a bunch of AIM-54s to save your skin, then you should just be dropping bombs.
Tomcats are going to have to be flying really slow for the fuel conservation.
Sure, that's for you guys to work out.
Yeah, Roger. So, Cap, CO, do you recommend we take maximum harms or take
I think so. I think can you take 4 arms? Can you take 4 harms and 1 bag, and then a couple of? Can you get a couple of AMRAAMs on that just in case?
Roger. And a couple of sidewinders too.
Yeah, that sounds an ideal loadout because your biggest threat is going to be those SA-6s. The flankers will only fight if we cock up.
Roger. So 4 harms. The fuel should be enough.
Yeah. And F14, this isn't a CAS mission. We can't loiter at that target. 1 run, 2 run, 3 runs max, then out. If you can't find the target, just quit. Go home because I don't want to lose an airframe because of that. Send Kingston.
What's the weather like?
Perfect, because I wanted to make a cool movie.
Cool.
Do we have a divert base in case people are running out of fuel or getting damaged?
Well, this is the actual real terrain. So Novo is Russian civilian, Galengs is Russian civilian, and Napa is Russian civilian. Stop me if I'm wrong, I think this is right. So you can land at those bases, but you're going to be arrested. Your only realistic divert is Georgia, and you haven't got a Georgia base since past Sochi, so no. Get home. Don't fuck up. If it's going to...
Better to ditch in the water
and
let the Sea Kings get you than get the Russians.
Yeah, I'd agree that. Don't let those Russians have that Tomcat. Don't let them have the scrap titanium, put it in the sea.
Cap, another question. How accurate are the markers on the briefing map?
How accurate are the markers on the briefing map?
Especially the red comms tower and the refinery.
They are the actual points, so they are 100% accurate, but they've got no scale there, so there's only so useful that can be.
But I got the offset information in that case.
That is the actual, that is the map, and I've not stretched it, so in theory, that should be proportionally accurate.
Okay, so if anyone wants the offset information for IP bombing, I have it.
IP bombing is so shit, Debro, it's so fucking shit.
No, but I figured it out.
Okay, fine.
Roger.
Why are we whispering?
Why can't we CCIP
So
it?
the Russians don't
Put
hear
the thing on the
us.
thing and pull the trigger. Done.
Well, that's what I thought. Dude, I CCIP it. Anyway, look, this is for me and
Exactly.
Tebro to argue about. Tebro, I'd like to go our intercom in the Discord. We'll have a separate Discord channel.
Who are hosting? Who is hosting?
Oh, sorry, I haven't even got that far. I turned up late because I'm a silly boy. So what I'm going to do is turn this off. I'm going to go... Right, we got Auntie in.
No.
She's AFK. Lovely.
We haven't had Auntie for
She was like
weeks.
30 seconds away here, you know. She was in the video chat.
Okay.
I guess Snake Eyes might be a good idea.
Sure, whatever you guys think is the best.
Right back.
As long as you hit the target, I don't care. Right, send.
Can I bring an external Leo in?
Of course you can. Sounds good to me. Just make sure... No, you don't even need to make sure he's got comms. Do whatever you want. Right. Oh, P-Man's leading. Okay. Are you sure you want to lead P-Man? Because you're a good formation.
No,
you're welcome.
I actually didn't want to. Someone
Rage.
dropped my name into it.
Can we have Rage?
I haven't got a Rio. I can't lead it.
Tail, can you lead?
No, not at all.
Do you want Cap to lead in that case, boys?
Yes.
Okay, I'll swap Cap. Just pretend Cap and Kestrel are swapped. I can't actually bother to. So I'm 1, P-Man 2, Tail 3, Rage 4. I don't know what happened to your Rio Rage. Right, I'm glad. Well done everyone for getting proper Rios. Look at all of that. That is batshit crazy. Happy about that. Guys, as for takeoffs, I'd like to send out, when I'm ready, I'm going to send the F-18s out first. 2 mics after that. I'm going to send Buick out. And then 30 seconds after that, I'm going to send Hammer out, or lead them out, okay? Regards speed, we need to make sure that we all go the same speed so that we don't catch Save It Up, because it is a long run. If we caught them up, that would be disastrous, because we'd have Tomcats getting shot out by SAMs. So can we agree on a speed? Is 400 knots good?
It's difficult to say that. You're going to be...
Do it by mark instead.
350 would be a good all-rounder for the...
Okay. 400 would be too much for the Tomcats if you're trying to...
Okay, well, you're going to need to sip fuel, so you're going to want to set a percentage. You're going to want sort of like 83, 84%.
Yeah, but the thing is, I need the 18s at this speed as well, so I really need a speed.
They just need to get good and learn how to formation fly.
Roger.
18. Because no one does it by speed. Everyone does it by throttle percentage, and then they use their eyes.
Yeah, but they are going to be 2 minutes ahead.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to make sure is that the Tomcats don't catch the F-18s up. So if the F-18s was meant 300 and Tomcats were 400, we'd catch them up.
That's where they use nav calls to say 2 minutes feet wet, and then you use nav calls so you know where you are.
Perfect. Sounds good. F-18s, let us know when you're going over your waypoints, please, so we can make timings or rough timings. Beautiful.
That's how they do it in real life. They don't turn around and say that the whole operation has to fly at a set speed. They just have timings that people have to be in certain places at certain times.
Roger. Okay, over guard then when you're going for a waypoint or doing something. When you're engaging SAMs, let us know. When you're at waypoint, let us know. Wicked, guys. Right, I hope I haven't fucked something up. Let's go and get this shit sorted. No, Auntie. Is she even active? Active Auntie. No. Okay. Have we got JD here? No. But I've got control of this server, so I'll go and do that myself. But I've got control of this server, so I'll go and do that myself. I've got control of this server, so I'll go and do that. To MISC. No, we can't make this. Server remote instructions for JD.
Anyway, F14. So should we have like a full bomb load and then like 2 times sidewinders and like 2 times Phoenixes for self-defense?
I was thinking fuel tanks. We need fuel tanks, Tail.
There's nothing you can sacrifice for fuel tanks, so you have to take fuel tanks.
Yeah, I know, but you can't even place weapons in fuel tank slots, so...
Roger. I'm going to go full bombs and sidewinders, but you are welcome to have air-to-air radar missiles if you want.
The F-18s will have armor, you won't need Phoenixes.
Roger. Password.
Yeah, we're not
going to go full bombcat.
I mean, I thought for strike mission, I thought it would be more realistic if rather, the first thing you do if flankers came is you just wings back and 600 knots out of that. I think probably so, but that's just my thinking.
Yeah,
To be honest, this is why you have to fly conservatively to the target, because what you don't want to do is fly at mill power all the way there, have piss all fuel, they drop on you, and you don't have the fuel to get out of there.
Yeah, good point.
You want to save the fuel in the airframe so that if you need the burner, you've got the fuel to spend it.
Yeah, sounds okay. Yep, you've sold me. Okay, guys, I'm in. Here we go. Leave server. Sorry, everyone, but you're getting kicked.
I've already told them you're all.
Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and copy over a file. Stand by. File. First Tomcat mission. Oh, so exciting. I know we're going to fuck up. You just know we're going to fuck up, but still exciting.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what people watch us for, man.
Yeah, we're trying.
I'm assuming Auntie is not here.
I don't know. She just doesn't turn up anymore. I don't know why.
She was in chat about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I think something's obviously come up for her, isn't it? So we'll just carry on. 1941. The date is 1941. Yep, let's copy that over. Okay, close.
No one flying Harriers today.
I gave you the choice, but it's an inferior weapon now, isn't it? You can't run away from flankers with a Harrier.
And also, when half the pilots are in the backseat of a Tomcat, there's less people to want to fly other planes.
Milsim. I wouldn't say it's less popular. It's just the Tomcat is so much newer.
Also, for this sort of long-legged mission, you don't.
I was going to say, yeah, if you're going to fly this kind of range in a Harrier, then you're basically going to be carrying one bomb because you're going to have like fuel tanks on everything.
You can. Yeah, this range, the Harrier would be great as a kamikaze plane, but nothing else. Really.
Hello, Warren.
Hey, Theo. Loving Gothenburg.
Oh, yeah, you're in Gothenburg.
Yep,
can't. That's impossible.
Linköping tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
You got a burger.
Okay, guys, the password is going to be Grim Reaper's Playground server. Oh, I'll just put the password in the sheet, actually.
Yeah, I'm streaming the password.
Okay, mission is starting up. Hopefully I've done that all right. Ooh, no F10. Oh, you do have F10, by the way, guys. It's just nothing shows up. So that is your knee board, basically. I can't be bothered to make proper knee board slides.
So which SRS server are we using?
Auntie's,
Auntie's?
Because it should just be there and working, from my experience.
Yeah, I'm in it now.
Yeah, I'm in it now.
Yeah, I'm in it now.
You might have to select non-normal frequencies, though, just in case other people are on it.
Pass, please.
I'll just tell them not to use it.
Password is... Password is in, press F5 and it will show.
That's the default password for the server.
Oh, well, that's what it is, guys. I hope no one... Oh, why didn't I think about that?
I'd change it if I was
you're gonna have to
just
change
three
it.
hosts.
Yeah.
If Joker didn't say it was the usual password, we would have.
No, because anyone that goes to join it will have it bookmarked.
Okay,
if
guys.
Got it bookmarked, it saves the password.
Tebro, quit, and Talon, quit, please. I just need you two to quit. It's got one of these fancy newfangled hard drives. It takes about 2 seconds to load this thing.
Yeah, I'm loading. I will quit as soon as I've loaded in.
It's a real machine.
NVMe SSD, right?
I think so, and it is probably 3 times as fast as my SSD.
Yeah, those things are good.
I'm out, even if it doesn't say I'm out.
I'm just waiting for Talon.
Yeah, I'm still loading in, and then I've got to quit out after I've loaded in.
You certainly don't have one of those hard drives.
Would you guys like a GCI for tonight, or?
We've got no way of.
GCIs are useless for this mission.
I don't think I can help him.
We have no early warning radar, and we have no F10.
And we have no use for it.
I'm out, Cap.
Roger. Starting again. New server.
Is there no air-to-air?
It's up to the boys.
There is, but that's not our priority.
And there's no AWACS, so you won't be able to see any of the air-to-air planes as a GCI.
Plus,
Spectator
it's a bad idea
mode.
to engage into
No, we're doing it Milsim, Warren.
We're doing a Milsim. The first Milsim.
Alright, then fucking cold start that shit.
Please, yeah, we fucking better be cold started, Cat.
Not that.
Right then, I'm going to turn off Discord because we're going to be getting to SRS, so we'll be able to hear the Rio and everyone on the channels as we get into the mission there. That's great to see everyone tonight. This should be interesting whilst they argue in the background. Right, I've got to find the password. Yeah, does he say he's doing hot starts? Ugh. I know the cold start, quick start anyway. Never mind. Well, let's see. We should be starting on the carrier. Let's hope they're not air starts. Right, let me just find some. Okay, so Sabre should be streaming as well from the back seat, and there's the multi-stream link in the chat if you want to watch both. If you don't have two screens. Right, where do we need to be? Hang on, not Butte. Are we in Butte? Yeah, we're Buick. Right, there's Sabre. Accept him. Alright, let's get in. Get SRS started up. Let's hope there's no crashes. We had a little update today. It's been holding out for me pretty well. I've only had 2 since the update's none.
Right, we're already on fire. Right. Can I spawn in?
Right, we look alright.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Can you hear me,
hear
Gumbo?
me? Yeah, I can hear you. Let me just check. Yeah, I've got hot mic on at the minute. Right, let's get some weapons on, so...
I see they haven't fixed the wobble on the cat yet. On the carrier, I mean.
Oh, is it still there? It doesn't look too bad where I'm sitting, but...
Oh, you're breaking up for me.
Snake eyes.
All units, Cap. Yes, Cap. All units, Cap. Hammer is taking VF 101 Dark. Request refueling. Redskins.
Right, this is...
Cap.
Can you hear me, Gumbo?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Refueling complete.
Right, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, I've got you.
Okay, cool.
Oh, someone's
I'm
on
gonna
fire
mute Discord
again.
then.
Yeah, good idea. Muted.
Right, if you turn your radio into guard, I'll keep mine on the flight radio.
Okay. Right, I'm on guard.
Yeah, okay. Flight radio is 125.
Roger. Ah, Boss 1034, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome to the channel.
125. Further Buick 1, Buick 4, ready loaded here.
Right, let's get some lights on. I'll keep that as is, I think. That's on, that's on, that's on. That doesn't need to be on yet.
Cap, any inexperienced Tomcat pilots, make sure you line up perfectly straight on the catapult, otherwise it will sling you off sideways and you'll die.
We're going to need burners as soon as we're off the deck. See if
It's gonna...
catapult. Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Let's see if it rearms us now. Let's turn down my volume. Hey Nicky Guy, how's it going? Good to see you. Saber's my back seat. I think he's streaming tonight from the back seat. There's a link to check. Lights arming now, so we're done.
Rearming complete.
Rearming complete. Right, let's press the button. Right, are we good to taxi, I'll take it. Right, Buick is Buick 2 taxi.
Hornet flight is on catapults and is ready to take off.
Roger.
Right, let's get this that up there. Right, so we're on the catapult, wings forward, flaps down, we're fully armed. We're ready to go. I think I've got no cautions.
Springfield 1-4. Abort takeoff.
Okay, Buick 2 is comm check. Yeah, can you hear them on radio? Is anyone talking?
Pretty sure the coordinates in the sheet are not right.
Coordinates?
1-4. We are on catapult, but we don't dare spread our wings yet.
I've got range 61. Used to be right over 12 right hand side.
All units cap. For the fixed point, if you're going to be using that, the elevation is ASL 144 feet.
That's 144 feet ASL for elevation. Sabre, I'm giving you tack hand as well.
Elevation.
I think we're 11x.
ASL.
Man, that SRS sounds horrible. What the fuck?
144.
Already? You sound alright.
Alright. I'll be checking you boys up in about 1 mile.
God, I hate the program so much.
Oh, we've got to change. Can you change flight frequency to 124? Oh, you've done it. Cool.
Why did my waypoints disappear?
Buick 2, comm check.
Oh, they didn't. Never mind.
What the hell is that?
Does anyone else's SRS sound really shit?
I just heard someone talking and it sounded awful.
Mine just keeps breaking up.
Yeah. Yeah, SRS seems to be playing up. Everyone sounds broken and like they're underwater and
Just starting.
by aliens.
Not certain because I got clear comms. Buick, ready check. 3's ready.
So was Kingston.
3 ready. Buick 5 ready.
2's ready. can't hear him very well, you know, on that com. Where's SRS? Let's see if we can get the volume up a bit.
SRS having a bandwidth issue.
Yeah, ours is pretty bad on the flight channel.
Can you hear me, Gumbo?
I can hear you.
Confirm that Buick flight ready to go. Buick flight ready.
Yeah, you're really broken up.
Confirm that Buick flight ready to go. I didn't hear.
So you sound alright. Should I... hang on a minute.
Confirm.
Right, does that sound better?
Buick flight, call in. Buick 3 here, lead appears AFK or busy at this time.
Cool. Kingston, Talon, Gumbo, Saber, Whistler, progress.
Roger, clear comms, clear comms.
Yeah, you sound weird,
Saber, Seat flight, please take off and get directly onto target. Good luck.
Thank you.
What is up with this thing? It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, SRS is really fooked.
Hot mic.
Disconnect. That's alright. See what happens.
Talon, check your ICS function switch on the bottom left of your cockpit. Make sure it's not in hot mic.
Saber flight ascending to Angel 5.
No! Not Angels 5, 500 feet!
But that's, you said we can have a feet wet formation.
Not above 500 feet though.
Okay, Roger.
Let's see, what do we carry? Yeah, I can see it right here, actually.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the seed flight to get ahead of us, I think. Plus SRS is seeming a bit funny. Everyone sounds like they're underwater for some reason. I reckon it's 159. 158 was fine, but 159 seems to be awful, SRS wise.
Buick flights, please take off and get on task. Good luck. Throttle up.
Oh, there goes Kingston. Right, are we headed right? We've got to turn right, haven't we?
That wasn't me. That was sideways. Apologies, another catapult decided to start us up the side of the fucking plane.
Where's our heading? Is it this way?
To the left, you should see it on your screen. It's like a V, the carrot, the V shape. You have to follow the V shape.
Yeah, got it. So I saw another one and I was headed for that for some... There we go, that'll do. Right, what's our, what are we at?
Yeah, okay, we're right on course now.
Yeah, roger. Alright, let's pull the throttles back.
What? Can you repeat?
So just pulling the throttles back, getting down low.
Where'd you go, lead? You disappeared on me.
Yeah, lead went into the drink, so I'm just heading out now. I was 2. Oh, that'll do.
Is there anyone with us?
Yeah, Whistler. I've got 40 feet off the deck here. Let's pull up a bit. Pull up a bit.
I can just dangle my feet out.
Yeah. Hope you bought your dinghy. Right, here we go. So when we get closer, we're going to need set our ECM to receive. Let's go SW call.
Oh man, this SRS is doing my head in, really.
Do I sound alright, or is it keep breaking up? Oh, it's,
I hate it so much.
Can't hear me. Yeah, so Whistler, I'm on track now, 030 and at 200 feet ASL.
Alright, we're looking for you.
Done a couple of flares.
Go for it.
Oh, flares aren't working. Why aren't flares working? No, they don't seem to be working. Yeah, Sabre, can you hear me?
No visual too.
No, flares, I can't talk to my Rio at the moment because of SRS.
Fuck's sakes.
I can hear him though. Yeah, don't worry about it, we're just going to make the most of it.
This thing is wrong.
You guys are way too high. You're going to get shot very shortly.
200 feet.
Yeah, it might be maybe it's the Hornets.
Yeah, roger. Running lights on it. Can you hear me now, Sabre?
I recommend the F14s turn off the radar since they won't be using it.
Yeah, Sabre, can you hear me?
Of course we'll be using it.
I can hear you sometimes.
Ground mapping. INS checking. Welcome to Milsim.
Sometimes SRS just totally breaks
Well,
up.
how about you use it later?
Yeah,
not now, you know.
I think the server's hit its frequency limit at a limit. It doesn't have enough bandwidth. It sounds like it. I think the intercoms of the F14s take up a lot of, because they are constantly transmitting, so they take up a lot of bandwidth, I guess.
Don't know. I The stream background sounds like I'm in a toilet. It might be because I've got the intercom on. Don't know. I've no idea.
Well, last time we tested it, it worked fine, so it must be something to do with bandwidth.
Hornets flights are moving at 356 knots. Try to not exceed that, Tomcat.
It should be. I don't know what the issue is there. Have to have a test at some point, never mind.
So
yeah, the server just needs... The SRS host just needs more bandwidth, because this is... Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I reckon. It's fine when I don't use intercom. Right, so where are we going from here then?
I'll switch to waypoint 2 when we reach waypoint 1. Just follow the waypoints in.
19 miles.
Yeah, and then we can...
ECM to receive.
Sure.
And apparently we don't need radar, so, but it's up to you. I'm going to manual because we're coming up to some terrain here.
Radar is currently off, so we're not...
Yeah, roger. What's our fuel? 17,300 on the fuel.
Yeah, just take it easy on the fuel.
Yeah, what's our speed?
300 knots.
300 knots, so we don't really want to go any slower.
Yeah, this is fine, I guess.
Okay, do I want to go left?
Yeah, we're gonna... no, we're gonna head right first.
Right, is it? Yeah, I'm just thinking, because we've got to top out over these hills here.
Yeah, just take a gap, so keep low and don't go over it. Just pick a gap, I guess.
Yeah. Let's go this way. That one looks better. We go up this one. I see a plane going up there at the moment anyway. There's one over there on our 2 o'clock. He looks quite high. He's going over the top. Well, I think we've caught up with the F-18s. I'm going to slow down. What speed are they doing? They should be doing 400 knots or something. Don't like flying this low. Right, I'm going to have to
this pisses me off.
What's that? Troubles?
I can't hear you again. You're all broken up. Maybe try to switch off your mic on and off. Maybe that helps. I don't know. In the hot mic, I mean.
That better?
Nah, doesn't do anything. Right, let's see if we can find this canyon.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on the RWR as well. So what we got at 8 miles? We want to be heading over that way. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
Waypoint 3's target.
Yeah, close to the target, not on the target, I think.
6 miles.
Shall I switch to 2?
No, let's do that when we're right over the top of it, just to make sure, because he might have a... So we follow that line between the S300s. I don't fancy hitting one of them. Yeah, I think there's an issue with Twitch at the moment, to be fair. I mean, I was trying to watch your video earlier, Shifty, and I kept getting errors watching it. It kept shutting down. Three miles. Miles.
Right, I'm switching.
Okay, switch. Is that 1 mile? It looks like we need to go down here.
Got a big bird on the RWR now. So yeah, let's look for that valley Cap was talking about. Stay low.
Yeah, is it down here, left? I don't fancy going that way. Maybe it's right here.
Flight 28 nautical to waypoint 2.
Yeah, Buick flight is 42.
Immersion broken.
I'll watch the video back later from the stream and see what you mean. But it's all set up as normal, should be fine. So a bit strange that there's a few issues happening. But yeah, I was watching your two videos as well, and they were shutting down with 4,000 errors, so there's definitely something going on with Twitch. No idea what.
Confirm you want to ripple them all off at once?
Yeah, confirm. Once we...
Oh man, I can't hear you. So shit.
Can you hear me if I transmit?
Gotcha.
Shall we jump in the Discord combo and turn our intercom off?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in red channel then.
Okay. Well, that's a bit better. I'm just following this valley down then. Yeah, so Buick 2, we're just following the valley down now. We're about 30 miles from waypoint 2. Yeah, I think I need to turn my volume up one sec.
Buick flight, this is Buick 4. Does anybody read me?
Yeah, this is Buick 2, reading you loud and clear.
Hornet flight approaching waypoint 2, 12 nautical miles out.
2-4, what's your distance to waypoint 2?
So did you want to ripple off all the bombs at once?
Sorry,
2-4, we are 31 miles out from waypoint 2.
All the bombs at once.
Okay, Roger, you're just behind us. Yeah, let's ripple them all off, just have a few milliseconds between each or something.
Buick 4, SAM launch north of waypoint 1.
I don't hear anything on SRS right now.
I hear the communications, but that's about it. I don't hear... your intercom sounded fine.
Well, as long as you can hear him, that's fine. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, we've got 10 miles behind us is Sabre Buick 4. Buick 3 has gone quiet for a minute, but I don't know what happened to Kingston. He just crashed into the water, didn't he?
I didn't even see that.
Buick 3 is 8 miles from waypoint 2.
Okay, 11 miles from waypoint 2 for Buick 2. I'm in the valley at the minute.
So, is there anything in front of us apart from the F-18s?
Not that I know of. RWR is clear. Okay, 6 miles to go.
Just need to know if those F-18s are engaging those SA-6s or not.
Yeah, F-18s from Buick flight. Are you engaging the SA-6s?
Affirm, we're engaging, we've split into two. We're engaging two SA-6s, so yeah.
Okay, Roger, we're at waypoint 2.
Roger.
Okay, have we swapped? Let's swap. Let's have waypoint 3 then. Okay, I think I've caught up with Buick flight.
Who's this guy then?
Is that an F14?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Magnum's out from first group of FA-18s.
Yeah.
Okay, Roger, as a Buick flight slowing down at the minute, give you some room.
Yeah, I want you to slow down because we still have another SA-6 that we didn't destroy.
Okay, Roger, Buick flight copies. Yeah, I don't know which way we...
Hammer is orbiting, waiting for instructions.
What was that?
Yeah, Cap's orbiting, waiting for instructions. Might be an idea if we hold this point in a minute.
Yeah, I'll select a fixed point for now.
Yeah, Buick flight if you want to orbit where you
Which is closer, so we can hover over the fixed point. Yeah, we need clearance from those F-18s before we can proceed.
Yeah, alright, let's turn back.
Yeah, this might be a nice little area to circle about a bit. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Crapping out. Yeah, so our speed just dropped off then. Crap.
Oh, I guess we're done.
Yeah, too busy focused on the bleeding radios. I was slowing down and forgotten to listen to the radios, decided to orbit and forgot to put the throttles back up, and by the time I selected them it was a bit too late. Never mind. It happens.
Right, so now what?
F10, we'll see anything. No, not a lot really. Because F10's off, we can't watch them either. Is a pain.
You can still press F2 a few times and watch him from the exterior view.
Won't let me. Oh, that's annoying. We're kind of in this area. Yeah, so without F10 map, there's not a lot we can show you, unfortunately. What a pain in the ass. So basically, Shifty, what happened is I went to slow down and forgot I was slowing down, too busy talking on the radios, went to orbit and lost airspeed, put the burners on, but wasn't enough and hit a tree. So, balls to that. Yeah. Spamming emotes. Oh, is that going as well? Is it? You know, I don't usually get people putting emotes up, so I've been able to check the settings on that. He is indeed. Behave yourself. I'll look at that in a minute. Have a look actually, see if I can do that. 3. There. No, I don't want that. But no. Who was it? Oh, it's Nightbot, wasn't it? To go in and change that. But anyway, this is the map. It's hope you like it. This is Caucasus, and there's plenty of airfields. And unfortunately, I can't show you anything because F10's off and F2 don't work. Can't see any aircraft. Can't swap to any. So really, the only thing to do is leave the server. Let roll back to spectators. Let's see if it'll work now. There we go. Now we're talking. maybe I might see if I can go to 158. Just to work better. There you go, Shifty, that is, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Target should have a look how many bombs he's got. 14, 50, 16, 17, 18 bombs on that he's got.
I see Cap is carrying normal bombs, so he might kill himself.
Yeah, Whistler's got 18 bombs on his F14 Talon. Oh no, Talon. It's Captain Talon.
I don't know, I'm seeing Cap in my view. He's just flying over a forest a bit right now, and now he's into the clear again.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Kingston and Talon. Our leader.
Yeah, Cap is also carrying a shit ton of bombs, even the 2 on the wings, 4 on the wings.
In fairness, you probably don't need that many for a refinery.
Yeah, I can see the comms tower now from Cap's view. And I can see the fingers already well on fire.
So Whistler's just bombed the target.
Yeah, Cap is just rolling in right now. It's going high.
That's it, yeah, they're coming. Yeah, let's speed up a little bit. Doing 3 actions. Everyone's charging in.
Cap is tuning in now. Oh, we'll do better next time.
Yeah, definitely. Next time I'm not going to bother with all the teams, I'm just, just keep going.
Yeah, because I think that's what everyone did.
Yeah. Right, here he comes then. Yeah, that's well destroyed, that site. Here's the tower.
Yeah, looks like Cap is leaving.
There's the tower, there's the bridge, it's coming right on target. Okay. Sorry. Completely missed. Oh, it's a shame. He's got 8 bombs, so it's half the bombs on that.
Watching Talon, right?
Yeah, Talon.
Yeah, he's tuning again now. Bit mistake.
That's a good hit. Look at it decimated.
He's risking it though, loitering this long. Well, he missed this one, so he's gonna go again for a while. Oh, he might be leaving. Yeah, he dropped all his shit. He dropped his pilot stuff. I can't see that bridge the Reef mentioned. the bridge you were supposed to egress. There's an egress point. I don't see it there.
I think it's the same one as when you come in. There's a bridge on the right hand side.
No, this might be the bridge actually. It's just telling us for not just for plastic. Oh, my game is lagging.
It's lagging. The target is absolutely destroyed.
I've stopped streaming.
I'm still going for a bit, just watching Talent Kings.
SU27s are only going 250 knots. Those SU27s are only doing 250 knots.
Oh really? Oh, you should be able to run away easy. Looks such a great model, this F14, really doesn't it? Watching my stream a little bit? Is the sound signal okay?
No, I'll check it out now.
Okay, thanks. So the audio's off, is it?
No, the audio sounds fine.
Okay. Maybe just RT that we can hear a bit strange.
3000s now when I rewatch my stream. Nice.
Exactly. The Ever 3000.
Yep.
I don't know. It's weird. Something's going on. good texture in this, so it's really nice.
Oh, I said I was just listening to my stream a bit so I can see what I need to change audio-wise. Yeah, I almost got a feeling it might be related to the latest NVIDIA driver or something.
Windows or something.
Yeah, because it says the browser can't decode the video, that's the error.
Yeah. You on Chrome?
Yes.
Yeah, same here. I'm wondering if it's a Chrome issue.
Yeah, it might be in the latest update from Chrome, maybe that fucked it up.
Try it on MSN or something. Explorer.
Not sure if I set mine to save the videos though.
think that's a Johnny Rogers skin, isn't it? It's a nice one. High vis though. F14 B upgrade 161.445. I'll read that one.
tracking the main channel. I look up and I see a goldfish and think, this is too low. Seriously, this is the first time, this is too low.
Yeah, you sounded a bit panicked at that moment, mate. I was like, fine, it's fine.
I will look for that picture.
Well, what's this approach? It's straight in. It's a straight in approach. it's atomic running in as well. Fucking hell, Kingston. Good Kingston.
And now he remembers.
It's good. Is it going to take them out? It's at the right angle.
I mean, this could give meaning to the term defender of the fleet. Just circling around it and around it and around it until the fuel runs out.
I feel bad for Talon. He's kind of
They'll be having a proper gay fight back there.
Abducted by aliens.
Did Atomic make it that time? Sorry, I was watching Kingston, so I don't know.
Hogwarts, were you judging me on my landing?
It was. It's a lovely one wire. It's the best one wire I've seen. I personally liked the taxi all the way to the end of the carrier too. That was good too.
Well, I'd want to get out of the way. But I've no fuel left, so I don't give a shit what wire I got as long as I go.
Graham, did you taxi all the way back to the carrier because you were fearing Kingston slamming into you?
Yes.
Okay, then.
He's still on his way in now.
Then we were all right.
Kingston slamming into you.
Oh my god,
From behind.
Gear out at 400 knots. My god.
That's, you don't need to use the air brake when you use your gear early.
You're supposed to use the air brake.
What, do you really think Kingston gives a shit about any kind of regulation?
Flaps at least at a basic level.
It's Kingston. He doesn't have track IR or anything. I don't know how he manages to fly as well as he does, really.
I used to not have track
to be
IR.
honest,
It wasn't this bad.
To be honest, the only reason why I think Kingston doesn't have track IR is because he knows that will give him an excuse to be lazy and not move his. And I think I have his permission to talk bad about it.
We could drag him up from his private Discord channel and just abuse him as he comes into land.
God. He keeps correcting left when he's
Oh, there, I can't see him. There he is.
He needs to get more right. He's like dead on here.
I like it how the nozzles of his jet just symbolize his pucker factor.
So he even got his flaps down.
His flaps down, but no DLC, no air brake.
And angle's very low by the looks of it.
It looks like he's about to grease the fan. He's got the approach wrong. What the hell made him flight me? My milsim, re. Oh no, he's about to crash and everyone, isn't he?
Come on, Kingston, do it, do it!
2-1. That's better than Graham.
Oh, we would have loved if he just gone straight up that line.
I'd love it if he just stay right there and
The Hornets were as well. Someone's on fire.
Yep, they did not go to overswept wing. By the way, T-Setter, you had your wings in bombing, right?
Yeah, when I did the run in.
Ah, okay.
Well, I think I did.
Stand by for the mass integration.
Could you hear me on 243 there?
What? Wait.
just as there was a few people coming in, I was trying to sort some stuff out.
Kingston finishes.
There we go.
That's the first time I've seen me.
There's one Hornet just sat there, but okay.
Kingston will be the only one that gets run over by the carrier.
The wheel shock sign at forward.
Okay, guys. What we need now is quickly refilm Buick's takeoff ever so quickly because you're fucked up. Can we? Can you just go and get in and quickly do it?
Yeah, I have to get back to the server just a minute.
Make sure you get the right skins. The rest of you.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys, because for some reason the catapult fired me off the ramp sideways. I'm like, what the fuck was that about?
Because you didn't go on it straight. You've got to line up perfectly straight with this plane.
Well, I mean, Kingston can't go straight.
We'll just go and get it done quickly, and then should we start the debrief while they're setting up?
Yeah, let's do the debrief because I've got to go and have something to eat.
Roger, stand by. Are we recording? Yes, we are. 2-5. Oh, just good. Okay. Send.
JD was telling me that the server doesn't save the track files. So
Okay. Oh, fuck. Right. I need a track file of one of you guys because mine won't work with the Tomcat. So someone who doesn't want to be featured, doesn't mind not being featured, someone who got shot down or whatever.
So you're not going to want mine then, are you?
No, because yours, you'll just crash when you take off. That's how it works. So
mine could possibly work, but I'm not certain.
No, you in my flight?
Yeah.
I want someone from Buick. We'll sort it out when they're finished. I'll need someone from Buick. We've got to get that sorted, JD, because that's a Pimmel Schlicker, isn't it?
Number 4 in the other Tomcat flight.
Oh, for Christ's sake,
and it crashes anyway. If it crashes anyway, then you already crashed anyway. So.
Did he quit early though? You've got to make sure they don't quit early. Is the only other thing.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll keep it running.
3 of them. Take them.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. Let me know when you're out of the way.
Right. Do you want to do the debrief?
Straight away.
Okay.
I'm going to do the debrief. Let's do that because I want to go and get some food.
Okay, welcome back. Mission done. Pretty sexy. Let's go through Hammer. I'm the leader. We took off. We did some really beautiful formation flight to the waypoint 1. Waypoint 2, we did trail. We kept losing visual of each other. Remember, we don't have our map anymore, so everything's eyeball. But we all found each other. We got to waypoint 2, had a bit of an incident with an SA-10 that would come off fine. Went towards waypoint 3, didn't use the map fix because we were in a hurry at that point. We were worried about the Sukhois. Just in time. The Hornets did their job, cleared the SS6 out. Well done, boys. Great work. We got past the SS6s, obviously no problems. We'd split up by that point, that was expected. Got to the site, just fucking nailed it, 18 bombs each. It's going to be obliterated when we go and look at the track view, I'm sure. Straight back home, no instances. As soon as we'd gone off target, the flankers came in and were chasing us, but they never got close enough to get locked. And I told them to do that, so we were just ahead. It just worked out perfectly. All landed perfectly first time. Literally couldn't ask anything more of my guys. So perfect all round. It's probably the first time I've ever done that. Buick can't debrief because they're doing something. Debrief from the Hornets. Debrief from Buick, except don't talk about the stupid takeoffs. Debrief from Buick.
Buick, we did, outside of the little incident, we got really split up because we couldn't see anybody. I was in number 3. We did get our bombs off target. I crashed accidentally myself because me and Bugrats had a communication error and I had my head down in the cockpit. And I accidentally ripped my wing off trying to correct it. But we ejected and got out in the ocean, so those dirty commies won't get our secret. But we dropped our bombs on target and it was otherwise job well.
I did notice that only one of you made it back. What happened to the other guys?
Yeah, I went to do an orbit, lost some speed because they're waiting for the Hornets to finish doing what they're doing and hit a tree.
Next guy.
Buick. Go Go for it, Cypher.
So basically, we were first on the target zone. We ran in, pressed the picker, and my blade exploded. So it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Ooh, Buick had back to the training camp for Buick, I think. Right.
Buick 1 did quite well. Like we ran into the target, had evaded a couple of missiles, dropped first stick of bombs, went a little long. We turned around, dropped the second stick of bombs right on the target, returned to base, landed on the carrier, no incidents. So it's a successful mission, apart from the one we're not talking about. Buick 1 did fine.
Okay.
Got a lot of
Shadow, what happened to you? Because we never even saw you once into your F-18.
So we took off, went very. Got to waypoint 2. We started attacking the SA6s. We split into 2 groups, one for the left, one for the right, and apparently we fired at like 6 harms on each, and apparently for some reason it didn't get. Then after that I came in with my last harm, and I
request rearming.
Oh dear me.
So yeah, I didn't bother taking off because you guys were RTB. But what I would recommend next time if we're doing seed, to getting close and being low, is taking another F14 with us that has TALs. That'd be really helpful.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, well done. We did the job. You killed the 3 the SA6s, which had to be killed at the end of the day. We never would have got through otherwise. So, good job, you, and unlucky with the disconnect. So, and Obi.
I was going to say, I think if anything, the first harms we fired, I think we jumped the gun a little bit because we were so low. We weren't even close enough, and then after the first salvo,
Thumbnail has
we
it
really
for Phantom.
SA6s, we got within lethal range, and they did seem to have the effect.
Oh, you mean on my
yeah, another advice.
Splash screen for the stream? No, that's a Viking.
Saberflight next time. Follow
That's
the way,
just to say that I'll be back
instructions
and when the stream's not live.
Yeah, you should have went for the
if it's that
waypoints that you came with instead of
There's
going
no
so close.
Phantoms
Because there was
in this mission at all.
He had like 2 missiles get fired at him from an S-300. So, yeah.
Well, we did push directly south to leave because we were the last men by quite a long way, and the MiG-29s or the SUs were coming in, and we thought, well, I thought, if we push directly south, they're probably going to follow us and not follow all you guys back, going your roundabout way.
Oh, well, anyways, good job. No one was shot down.
All right, yeah, good job.
Good job. Buick, don't forget to rearm your.
Yeah, good point. Right, final question is, what do we think about the milsim side of things? I'll do mine first. I personally really enjoyed it. I know you couldn't do a really complicated mission like that. The only awkward thing we found was kind of keeping in trail because we didn't have an F10 menu, but maybe that's something which we learned to do. It was a really good added factor with the INS drift that we were having to deal with along the way, and I personally enjoyed it. Thoughts from others?
Loved it. Thought it was brilliant.
The landings were really, really nice.
That was a fun mission.
We fired data links with the 14s at least to know each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we'll do another slightly harder milsim one Wednesday, and
I think you should consider playing around with time on target and stuff like that as well. Add another layer to it.
Yeah,
maybe get a bit of practice doing it this way first, and then
little steps.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll think about that. I was going to factor into lantern pods on Wednesday, just to bring that step up. We're going to rescue the hellhounds who get in trouble. Anyway, right. I'm not going to go now, but I'm going to say that I'm going to go now. Thank you very much, guys, and bye. Okay, are we ready to record this thing, boys?
Yeah, ready.
I'm ready.
Right, are you all lined up nice and straight? Oh no, I can't click on you, but I'll get it from the track file, so that's okay. Right, you just go when you. I can't view you here, so You just go when you're ready and do your takeoff.
Count 1, 3, 2, 4 in that order.
Yeah. Buick 1, gate.
Teaser.
3.
4.
Okay, well done, boys. You guys can quit now. I do need a track from a couple of people. Right. Who?
What happens if you get mine?
Try it, Deborah. Send it to me.
Do we need to give these Buick flights 10 minutes to get your track file?
Tac view.
That's only tac view.
No, the tac view's up.
So we can shut the server down. Yeah, I would like. In fact, let me quit first so it doesn't crash.
Okay guys, so that concludes our evening of F14 fun, and didn't quite go as we were expecting, but nevertheless it was our first mission, so things can only get better from there. But it was nice, enjoyable. The target was destroyed, and we're increasing the difficulty as time goes on by getting a bit more milsim by the sounds of it. So that'll be a learning curve for us, but we'll get there in the end. And yeah, different, interesting, good fun. Anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed that. Me and Sabre will probably be back with the F14 doing some backseat and front seat stuff in the near future. And Wednesday will be our next mission for GR. So take care guys, enjoy your DCS, and I'll see you again real soon. Ta-ra.